Hello, hello. What I want to do is I want to go over just a few items to kind of make the point on how much sugar there is in so many things, and things you would almost never even suspect or expect. So here we have some ranch dressing and ingredients: vegetable oil, soybean and or canola. Extremely important. Unhealthy. The way they make vegetable oil these days, it's extremely heated and it's really, really hard on your system. Second ingredient, water. Third ingredient, buttermilk. Fourth ingredient, sugar. Water I don't really count, so third ingredient is sugar in this ranch dressing, Hidden Valley. I love soy sauce. When I was a kid, me and my brother would go surfing for Glass Off. Before I could even drive, like when I was 12, 13, even earlier, I started at 8. But you'd get so cold and we'd go out for like an hour to 2 hours in like even wintertime. And I had a suit that I inherited from my brother. So it just used up so much energy. I'd be like shaking in the car. My hands couldn't do the buttons on my jeans. And on the way home, we would talk about how good it would be to have a bowl of white rice, with butter melted on top and then some soy sauce. And so I fell in love with soy sauce really young, and I've loved it my whole life, often still these days, but I've changed over to brown rice. Still these days, I'll just have a bowl of brown rice with soy sauce on top. But I ran out just about a week ago, and when I was in the store, I always get Kikkoman. I got this Kikkoman, and I had just started this health gig, but I'm not in the habit of reading the labels, the ingredients so closely anymore. So would you believe ingredients: water, soybeans, sugar. Once again, I don't count water. Soybeans really aren't easy to break down and aren't really good for you. Second ingredient, sugar. I've never seen sugar in soy sauce my entire life. But this pretty label, green and white and red and black, it grabbed me. And I'm still conditioned to think avoiding sodium is good. So I saw the nice label, low sodium, and I just grabbed it without reading the ingredients. Second ingredient, sugar in soy sauce. I've never seen sugar in soy sauce for my entire life. Okay, it's very hard to find a vitamin in a pill form these days. They're almost all gummies. And what does this have for ingredients? This has ingredients: organic tapioca syrup, basically sugar. Second ingredient, cane sugar. Third ingredient, water. So basically, the first two ingredients are sugar when you're trying to be healthy and you're trying to get some vitamins in your system. So that's my vitamins. It's very hard to find melatonin to help you sleep with it just being in a pill form and it not being these gummy bears. So this is what I got. Ingredients: glucose syrup, sugar, water. So the first two ingredients, sugar. Third ingredient, water. It's basically very, very high in sugar. It's basically sugar. That's what most of this capsule is, this gummy bear, whatever you want to call it. So it seems to be in everything these days. Now, just now, I wanted to get a new salad dressing because I'm eating so much vinegar, which is bad for enamel, and I actually feel my teeth hurting periodically. Like once a week, I'll go through like 2 days where it's hurting, and then I'll leave it alone for 2 or 3 days. But it's starting to hurt all the time, right? So on my salads, when I mainly eat salads at night, I'm putting in just olive oil and vinegar, and it's kind of hurting. So I figured if I bought a vinaigrette from the grocery store, it wouldn't have so much and I wouldn't have to worry about how much I put in. So Paul Newman's is always pretty good and healthy. And the light the options for light with his company have a lot less ingredients, and you can find some, only some of the light ones still have some sugar, without sugar. So I was able to find this, the ingredients aren't that long, right here, but there's no sugar. So if you look hard enough with salad dressings, you can find some with no sugar. Same with bread. You gotta go through almost every single bread offered to find one without sugar in it. But sugar, I'm finding, is such the main reason for the vast majority of our health problems. It's hard on the heart, it's hard on the brain, it's hard on everything. So I just wanted to kind of show you that, to show you guys how much sugar is in the vast majority of items, even items that never used to have sugar in the past. You know, when I was a kid, we took vitamins every day, but we never had the Flintstone vitamins. We never had these gummy bears. We just took them in pill form. You know, melatonin, it's so hard to find any without them being a little piece of candy. Really, really high in sugar. So I just want to try my best to convince everyone out there that the food industry is in cahoots with the medical field in order to make permanent clients out of us, to cause insulin resistance and to make us diabetics, and to get us as lifetime patients paying heavily into the medical field. And it's addictive too. So the food company pays off too. If they get you addicted to the sugar, you're coming back regularly for that drug. They're becoming drug dealers. So I just want to throw that out there. Take it or leave it. But Dry Rock Studios said, I used to try to convince the world I used to try to convince the world that I was going to save them or something like that. You know, but I do like trying to help and trying to be a good source to lead people in a good way. It's not about saving the world. I know I'm just one little guy that can't save the world, but I do like the idea of trying to be a good influence. That's why I went into being, you know, a counselor and a school psychologist all those years. Anyways, hope this is good food for thought. I love you guys. Talk to you later.